Hello my friends, welcome to my Debbie Reed at Cards03 YouTube channel. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Kingston, Idaho, and today I am going to share with you this adorable card made from the Storybook Moments paper pack. These are all pre-cut little critters on this paper pack, and I am using the little teacup mouse, and this is it. And then I'm also using the Happiness Abounds stamp set. This is a retired stamp set, but I just loved the fonts in this set, so I'm using the Happy Birthday on the card. And then on the inside of the card, I used this little flower from the set, and I colored it, and then I used the Wishing You All the Happiness You Can Imagine from the set. So let me show you how I made the front of the card. I did make changes on the embossing folder on this one. This one I just used the subtle texture, but I'm going to be using this one this time. And this embossing folder is kind of deceiving. So when you see it on the plastic, it doesn't have quite the impact, but when you actually emboss with it, isn't that gorgeous? So this is what I'm going to be using. I don't have the name in front of me. I will get that for you. And then I'm also using the low profile dots, and these are wonderful. That's the dots, and I will have all of the information in the link below. So let's get started on the card. I am using Petal Pink, and there goes a dot. And I die cut some greenery and took all of the rest from the Storybook Moments paper pack. And then I did emboss with the Wow White embossing powder, the sentiment on early espresso. So let's get the card going. So we're going to use the Petal Pink card base, then I used early espresso, and then the overlay is the embossed paper. So we're going to go ahead and glue those together. And you can use the raised side or the debossed. And on this one, I liked the raised end. So I'm going to go put this on. Line it up so I get this on straight. And we're going to have a good border edge on here, just like that. And then I'm going to glue this to the card base. When you see that the cutter leaves a little bit of a ridge, just take your bone folder and give it a nice little press, and it will knock these little ridged edges off. I think sometimes I press too hard when I cut, or I need to replace my blade, whichever, but that does help the situation. So all right, we're going to put this on the card, leave an equal border on it also. Line this up about right there. That looks good to me. Give it a crease. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your sentiment and place it down on the bottom, and you're going to place your little mouse somewhere up here, and you're going to place your greenery. So the way that I do this, I like to just kind of lay the greenery pieces first, just to kind of see how it's going to all line up together. Going on this side with this one. Let me see what I have here. Okay. So then this one, so I have two big ones and two little ones. So I'm going to put a large, and what I'm doing when I'm lining this up, I am wanting these little berries to kind of hang on to this espresso. So we've got the two dark greens, then I'm going to come in with the lighter green and somewhat overlap that, nothing too crazy. And then come in with this one and do the same thing, kind of figure out where it looks best on here. Then, before I do any gluing, then I'm going to put this down and see how far in this all has to come. And I'm taking the little flower from this set, so she's going to come up, and this flower is going to come down here. And I can see that that's about where I'm going to want this. So this is the first time. Normally I would be trimming this little flower and the teacup, but I actually liked the trim on this one with this card, so I'm leaving it alone. Okay, now that looks good to me. So I'm going to remove the flower, and I'm going to remove the teacup, and I'm going to slide the sentiment down, and then I'm going to tuck it into place, and then I'm going to show you how you can actually adhere the greenery without getting glue all over yourself. So I'm going to come up into here and get this back on the espresso where I wanted it. I know my hand's in the way, but give me just 1 minute. Okay, then I'm going to move this just a tiny, it just moved. I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm going to take my little pick tool, and I'm going to just add the glue dot right on top of this because it is going to get covered. So I'm going to put a glue dot, not where that landed, right there, just to hold these down. And I'm going to put one on the other side. And it's going to go slightly offset that one too. And I'm going to stick one underneath there. These glue dots are amazing. So coming right under there. And that one's not going to stick. So let me put one under that one. I know when I put the other pieces on there, it will be fine, but I want that to not move either. So putting one just under there to hold that in place. And now you can add a tiny bit more. I didn't want all of these to be glued completely down, and I didn't want to see the glue dots. So lift a tiny and place this where you're not seeing the glue dot. And my plan was to just have these overlays so you're not seeing a big bald spot on between the greenery. So that looks good to me like that. Put that one in. Okay, now I'm going to come in with this. I'm going to glue this, or I'm going to pop the flower and the little mouse on dimensionals. So I'm using 3 of the large. We're going to put that down, take the tabs off, and then we're going to place this just right above the happy birthday, like that. And then this little mouse is also going to be up on dimensionals. So I'm going to put one, I'm staggering 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to stagger some mini dimensionals. Just 2, so we've got a total of 5 dimensionals on here. You know what, I could put one more on the bottom, why not? So there's 6, 3 little, 3 large. Taking the large off, then we're gonna take the little minis off. And then I'm gonna place this just right where the white rim is somewhat tucked under here. Just like that. And I can see I need to move this greenery. So let me do a little surgery here. I want it to be in under there a little bit more. So that's the beauty with the glue dots, is you didn't glue it and you have the opportunity to still move it with your little pick. There we go. Now I'm going to take the little ribbon, and once again I'm using the glue dot, and we're going to place that on the little handle just right there, and this little bow is going to go right there. And then just give the little ribbon a trim. Let me grab my ribbon scissors. Just give that a little snip just to clean those edges up and get that off. And then we're going to use the little butterfly from this paper pack. I'm just putting the glue just in the center and folding up the wings so it looks like it's flying. And she's gonna go, it's gotta be a she butterfly. So we'll put that there. And then I'm going to take my low profile dot, and I said I love these, so consider getting them. They are beautiful. And I'm gonna put that right there. And then I'm gonna take another one and I'm going to place it on the other side. I'm gonna place one right there, and then a little one off to the side of that, right there. And that is the card. Simple, simple, but oh so cute. So I hope you will consider this paper pack. I hope you will consider the stamp set too. I've made so many cards with this. This is such an adorable set. So once again, the inside of the card was just using the Happiness Abounds, and that's the front of the card. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up. Comment if you would like, and I will have all the information in the link below with the details of everything. Have a wonderful day. Thanks. And until next time, bye for now.